Welcome back to the Wildcat Report, a news show by students for students. I'm JT Kilburn.
And I'm Grace Prendergast.
On November 26th, the Wilmington High School held its annual pep rally, featuring games such as tug of war, in which the band beat the football team, and performances from the Wilmington Wildcat Band and the Wildcat cheerleaders.
The Powderpuff game is a cherished tradition at many high schools, and Wilmington High School is no exception. This spirited event typically sees junior and senior girls donning football gear to compete in a thrilling flag football game, while the boys take on the role of cheerleaders, showcasing their support with cheers and stunts. Seniors won 56-49.
From November 21st to 23rd, the Wilmington High School Lamplighters Drama Guild put on 4 productions of 6, featuring teen actors bringing the real-life stories of the 6 wives of King Henry VIII to life.
When we come back from the break, the robotics team will compete at Robo Rally at Brookline High School, January 25th.
Thanksgiving was a so-so day for Wilmington High. Our football team was shut out by Tewksbury, and unfortunately, the scheduled Wilmington High School band halftime performance had to be rained out, although the band did participate in the Merrimack Santa Parade.
The Wilmington winter concert season is in full swing. 6th and 7th grade chorus put on a winter concert at the middle school on December 4th. High school orchestra had a concert December 5th, and the winter band concert will happen at the high school this Thursday, December 12th, featuring performances from the high school band, the middle school band, high school jazz band, and the junior jazz band.
We get an early break this year with Christmas vacation beginning December 20th, a full 5 days before Christmas.
In sports news, this winter season began on December 2nd. We go to Domenic Bonanno for the sports reports.
This week on the Sports Report, tryouts for winter sports are officially over and the winter sports season has begun. The regular season starts this week on Thursday, December 12th. The wrestling team goes to Melrose High. Also on Thursday, the girls hockey team hosts Framingham at the Stodom Arena. Friday the 13th, boys basketball plays at Winchester and girls basketball hosts Winchester. Also on Friday, swimming hosts Triton Regional High School. And finally, Saturday, indoor track races at the Reggie Lewis Center. Boys hockey hosts Winchester. One final thing on Saturday. The wrestling team hosts the Sons of Italy tournament. Wilmington High School students. This is a perfect opportunity to get some community service. We go to Lex, who's interviewing me.
You betcha. Have you ever wrestled before?
This is my first year of wrestling. I did some karate type stuff, which is kind of translating, but it's not same at all.
Why did you start wrestling?
I was gonna be bored over the winter. I didn't want to do basketball this year, and I thought going out for a new sport might be fun.
How is wrestling going so far?
It's tiring. My legs hurt, but other than that, it's really fun. I met a lot of good people there, and it's just a good thing to do after school. It keeps me entertained, it keeps me active, it keeps me fit. It's good.
Who's wrestling this year?
So there's a bunch of freshmen wrestling. I think the coach said this is like one of the biggest freshman classes he's seen, but a lot of the upperclassmen like Mo or Nick, a bunch of the seniors, they're good. Mo's, I think, going for a regional championship, or not even regional, a state championship this year. So that could be good. And then, like I said, there's a bunch of lower classmen. So this team's going to be good in a few years.
Are any of the freshmen making varsity?
I think some of the lower weight guys might be making varsity because there's just nobody that weight. If you go to this tournament, you might see some freshmen wrestling, and they might get whooped, but they're getting experience, so it's good.
Have any upperclassmen helped you in your journey?
Definitely. Mo, shout out Mo, he's been amazing. He's been helping me, he's been teaching me moves, because we kind of have, or he said when he was a freshman, he was about like my body, like build, so he's been teaching me moves that he used as a freshman to get pins and to get down. A lot of the seniors and then a lot of the coaches have definitely been helping, but yeah.
That's all, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Dom and Lex. Now we go to the Ragsdales with the art part.
The Wilmington High School Band is a staple of the community, performing at ceremonies, parades, concerts, and most famously, football games. Wildcat reporter Evander Ragsdale is here with band student leaders and power couple Kaylee Heffernan and Ben O'Brien to discuss.
Thank you, Vivian. So I am here with...
I am Ben O'Brien, and I am senior drum major of the Wildcat Band.
I'm Kaylee Heffernan, and I'm the social media and communications board for the band.
Thank you, Ben and Kaylee. So, what is your favorite song that you play at the football games?
Personally, at the football games, my favorite song in the folio has to be Fun, Fun, Fun. It's just we've had it all 4 years that I've been in high school, and it's always just one that gets the energy going, and it feels really good at the games. So.
I can't pick one, but my top 3 are Buttercup, which has been in the folio for so long. It's a controversial one, but I think that's one really good. Also Bad Romance and How Far We've Come. Those are the best 3.
Nice. What is, in you guys' opinion, the best part of football games?
Honestly, the best part of football games is, in my opinion, just being right there with the student section and getting to be a part of that hype environment. Because there's nothing else in life that I've experienced than being at a high school football game, and getting to be there with the student section and feeling that energy is that's top notch.
Yeah, I like being in the stands and when we do the fun stuff, when we do cheer chant, roller coaster, stuff like that. I just think it's fun and a good environment.
Definitely. So Ben, you're a drum major, so you're big conductor man. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so being drum major is a lot of fun. I auditioned back in my sophomore year during the spring, and then I ended up getting it to be drum major my junior year, so I was junior drum major. And it's a lot of fun. It's a good learning experience. It's a great leadership position to have. So basically, at all the football games, me and Olivia, who's the great junior drum major right now, she's doing awesome. We pick out the songs to play in between quarters, and the stand clips to play after every play, and then we conduct the band. And during the halftime show, at evening rehearsals, I'm in charge of leading the band during charting when we're trying to figure out the halftime show. And it's a great leadership opportunity, and it's a lot of fun to do. So.
Awesome. And Kaylee, you're the social media manager. You created the new band TikTok and run the Instagram. How's that been? What's that like?
It's been a lot of fun. So I run the TikTok and the Instagram. This year I've been doing a lot of reels, so I introduced all of the band leadership, so the quartermasters, librarians, and the equipment managers. I also did the drum majors, and I've been trying to do some more fun stuff, because everyone knows about the band, but not many people know everything that goes into it. So I've been trying to bring more awareness to everything that we have and everything we do.
Behind the scenes work.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. So what's you guys' favorite band event all year? Obviously, there's parades and ceremonies and football games. What's your favorite?
My favorite just has to be any of the football games. Like I said, just the energy there is unmatched. They're so much fun to be at the football games, so I'd have to go with that.
My favorite is before it all begins at band camp. We just have a lot of fun. It's a great experience for everyone, and yeah.
Awesome. What is a song that each of you thinks that the band should bring back from a previous year?
Easily for me, I would have to go with Holiday by Green Day. We did that last year during the halftime show as our opener, and it was so hype. It was so much fun. I don't know why we got rid of it. The pep band does it, and it's great. It gets everyone hyped. So if I had to bring back one, I would definitely choose Holiday.
I would have to say Dancing Queen. I think we did that our freshman year, so it's a little bit of a throwback, but it was such a classic, and it was so good, and yeah, it was good.
Take notes, Ferrara. Okay, so final question. You mentioned your freshman year. It's been 3 years since then. How do you feel about your last fall marching season coming to an end?
I mean, yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow. The band has been something I've been a part of since all the way back in elementary school, in 4th grade when Miss DeLulo taught me how to play the trumpet. And now just being here as a senior in high school, drum major of the Wildcat Band is that's unbelievable to even fathom for me. So I feel very accomplished, but at the same time, I'm very sad to go because I love it here and I love the band.
Yeah, I mean, it's very sad because it's been such a huge part of all of our lives, but at the same time, it doesn't really feel like it's over yet because we still have all of concert season, and we do have band every other day for a class. So although the marching part is over, we still have concerts. So it's kind of bittersweet because one part's over, but we still have a whole nother chapter before band's over.
Thank you so much, you two.
Thank you.
Back to the studio.
Thank you, Ragsdales. What a wonderful art part.
Now we go to Media Review, hosted by Dom Guisti.
Hello, and welcome to Media Review. I'm Dominic Guisti, and today we are talking about Jurassic World Chaos Theory. So, Jurassic World Chaos Theory is a Netflix animated show that is set in the same universe as the Jurassic Park movies, and this series in particular is set 1 month or a couple months, I believe, before Jurassic World Dominion. So, in this series, we follow 5 characters who have had quite an experience with dinosaurs, and those are Darius, Kenji, Ben, Yasmina, and Sammy, as they sort of adjust to living in a world where dinosaurs are no longer confined to just a tropical island. At the end of season 1, the group uncovers this big illegal dinosaur trading scheme that is going on. It's a global operation that is being run by this character that they refer to in season 1 as the Broker. In season 2, we get to find out the Broker is actually a recurring character from Jurassic World Dominion, Soyona Santos. And what I especially love is they got the same actor from Jurassic World Dominion to reprise her role in Chaos Theory. So I really love that little detail. At the end of season 1, they basically stole away on this cargo ship that is sending a bunch of dinosaurs out of the United States. And in season 2, we see that they end up in Senegal. I really love the introduction of the characters Aminata and Zaina, because I really feel like they really bring a lot more life to this season. And so Aminata and Zaina are 2 local rice farmers from Senegal. They have learned that the dinosaurs are actually pretty beneficial to keeping a lot of the dangerous animals of Africa away. So they keep a little herd of Stegosaurus, as well as this Gallimimus that Zaina imprinted on, named Geba. So definitely get a little bit attached to Geba. Of course, we can't forget about their friend Brooklyn, who is friends with the main 5 characters. In season 1, she is presumably dead. She goes undercover to, sort of discover what is going on with the dinosaur trade, and in doing so, she gets the attention of the Broker, because the Broker sends out a bunch of dinosaurs, specifically Atrociraptors, to kill her. Our friends believe that she is dead, but surprise, she's alive. Absolutely no one saw that coming. But she decided to stay dead so that way she would have a better go at uncovering exactly what the Broker is doing with the dinosaurs. So yeah, so a bunch of stuff happens in season 2. Geba gets captured, and Brooklyn connects with the Broker to sort of play the role of wanting to get into the dinosaur trade business, so that way she can then uncover and learn more about what is actually going on. A lot of stuff that I unfortunately do not have too much time to talk about in this segment. I highly recommend you guys check out Jurassic World Chaos Theory, streaming on Netflix. That's all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's segment of Media Review. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Dom. If you want to hear more about this series, check out his latest podcast episode from Cretaceous Chronicles.
Now we go to our club feature, hosted by Evander Ragsdale.
Welcome to the club feature. We are here today with
Mr. Fianti
and
Jackson Kaylee,
who are both important members of Photo Club. Mr. Fianti is the club advisor, pretty important, and Jackson is the president. So, what do you guys do in Photo Club?
So mainly what we do is it's just like a time like after school where people can come and they can learn photo techniques if they're not in a photo class, or learn more techniques if they are in one. Through that club, we find a lot of time outside of that club time to take photos, whether it's sporting events, or we do field trips, which are a great experience, especially if you're not able to travel as easily. It's an organized travel with outside of Wilmington. It also gives you the ability to like check out cameras, like when you're in the club, because usually you can only do that if you're in the club or in a class for like projects.
Yeah, so I'd say Jackson covered most of it. We do have a field trip coming up on December 14th, for example, in which we're going to do a photo walk in Boston, and that, again, allows students to get out of Wilmington in a supervised way where their parents feel pretty comfortable with that, and I kind of show them some good spots to take photos, which will provide the opportunity to then submit into contests, which we also have the opportunity to do. So these field trips provide opportunity for students to take photos in interesting places, potentially for contest submissions. Last year we had 2 students featured in the Hunts Photo student contest, which is pretty cool, and over the years we've had students featured in the Drexel University show and the UMass Lowell student exhibition. So there's also opportunities for students to show their work as well, which I think is great.
So you started Photo Club, right?
Yep, so in 2014, a student named Sabrina Doyle decided that Photo Club would be something that she was interested in doing, and approached me with the idea of, providing an opportunity for students to learn photo who couldn't take it as an elective, which was actually part of the thing with her when she started the club. And from there, we just started adding things like field trips and contests and exhibitions and fundraisers and stuff.
I feel like this year for like all the officers, like our main goal is like expanding the club like as much as we can. Because last year there was only a president and then vice president, Sarah Koulis president, me vice president, and now this year we have a president, 2 vice presidents, a secretary, a social media coordinator, and then a field trip coordinator. So we have that's six leadership positions in the club. So I think our main goal, at least my main goal personally, is to like expand the club as much as possible. So we've created an Instagram account. We have a new website that we launched on Friday. We finally finished it. So it's basically like just like expanding the club and getting outreach as much as possible, and like trying to like attract people to the club and grow it to be something that like a lot of people like just enjoy coming to.
Yeah, I think we do also have, I would say, we've had consistently about 10 to 12 members per meeting, but there are 36 members on Classroom who are responding to things that I post. So it is often a drop-in club, and something that I'd like to do and support Jackson in doing is getting the consistent membership higher, because it is interesting. So our field trip, we have 20 prospective people who have said that they want to come on the field trip. And about a third of those people are people who haven't come to club this year, either because of work commitments or other club commitments and things like that. So I think trying to increase membership, and especially consistent membership, I think is important.
Jackson, what is your favorite photo that you have taken in Photo Club?
My favorite photo is, so there's a story behind it. So I was in photo 2 freshman year. So we were driving in from Wilmington into Boston towards the Common and the Public Gardens, and so I was hanging out the window of the back seat of the car taking photos of like all the buildings as we went along, and under one of them we went we got off on an exit and it went like below, and there were like there was like an extra highway going like over us. I think it was Route 1, and I got this nice photo of like all like the three highway like routes like merging together into one, and I put it into black and white, and it's one of my favorite photos. And with that photo, I actually won the UMass Lowell photo contest, so I'm really proud of that.
And Mr. Fianti, what are you the most proud of in Photo Club?
That's a good question. What am I the most proud of? It can be anything. It's a very broad question. I would say that I am most proud of, I guess in a general sense, just the fact that this year we have such motivation to kind of get back in the game and really expand things, and the club website, for example, or social media accounts, things that we didn't have before this year, and that we have students like Jackson and our other officers who are just very dedicated. And I want to say I'm proud of the students, and I'm proud of our officers.
If anyone's interested in joining Photo Club, you can email one of these 2 lovely people. Thank you for interviewing with us. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Evander. That's it for episode 3. For the Wildcat Report, I'm JT Kilburn.
And I'm Grace Prendergast.
Signing off.